Good evening, everyone, and Rick, thank you for giving us credit for perfect timing. Every now and then you just get lucky. But I am certainly pleased to be here. It's an exciting night with really an exciting crowd talking about some very, very important things for our great city. Let me recognize and acknowledge just a few folks who have obviously been involved in this great effort. Certainly, again, our board chair, Rick Altman, Steve Ray, who I get to work with in a couple different capacities, and Josh Seven, Nick Frontino, and Allison Kelsey. Can we please give all of them a big, big round of applause? And then the co-chairs of the world-class Greater Philadelphia Initiative, Dr. Stephen Altshuler, Jane Pepper, Wendell Pritchett, and Jerry Sweeney. Let's recognize them as well. And in a crowd like this, and for what this effort is about, there's always the prospect and possibility of missing someone. So, as belt and suspenders protection, everyone give yourselves a big round of applause for your involvement in this effort. I think we've now covered everyone. And a ton of folks from my staff, and I'm not going to even try to go through all that. The Economy League is, of course, one of the great conveners in the region, a place where people can come together from all sectors, the business and nonprofit, civic groups, and the government, to discuss important issues that are of a timely manner. Some are even more long-ranging, but most importantly, to devise strategies on how to be successful. This type of shared vision and commitment, of course, is essential to our future success. Our area's talent, I believe, can go up against any other region, any other area in the country, if not the world. And we need to get more comfortable being able to say that about ourselves as Philadelphians. God forbid anyone would actually find out about us. That is our great, great fear each and every day, that someone would know that there was a great thing happening in Philadelphia, that we have 101 colleges and universities, that this is a big city, a walkable city, a bikeable city, a city of brotherly love and sisterly affection that we sometimes want to just keep a secret. Well, the word is out because people are certainly finding out about Philadelphia, and more folks are actually staying here. You know that last week we announced an increase in population in 2012 of 9,000 folks, 3 straight years of population growth. So it's not an anomaly. People actually are staying and more are coming. So that's why I'm really excited about the world-class Greater Philadelphia Initiative. And of course, again, led by the Economy League, drawing on the experience and creativity and talent of the people in this room and some who might not just be here tonight. I want to commend so many of you. I think there's really nothing worse than cold and wet. I mean, that's just a really bad combination. And we have a standing room only crowd here. It's not only a shared vision, but there must be an action plan, of course, to go with it. And that's why global positioning strategies are so crucial to this initiative. They're the roadmaps that will lead us into the future. Let me give you one example. And I talked about some of these things at the Chamber of Commerce speech just last month about setting priorities regarding business growth and infrastructure and education and talent. And these are certainly the priorities of my administration as well. One of the priorities that was identified by a business growth team was increasing the availability of early-stage capital and strengthening our entrepreneurial networks. And we, of course, agree. That's why last fall, in partnership with PIDC and with a significant hand from Bob Mao, who co-chaired the world-class business growth strategy team. Bob is, I believe, over there. Can we give Bob a big, big round of applause? At that time, we announced, of course, the launch of Startup PHL. You may have noticed that since that time, I've been wearing one of these. There are 4 different colors. I do my best to match them with my ties or whatever outfit I may have on. But it is the new symbol for the city of Philadelphia. And this is a new public-private seed fund, and it's a call for ideas and a grant fund to support organizations that are providing services to entrepreneurs in Philadelphia. And with that great leadership, I want to also ask you to recognize our Deputy Mayor for Economic Development, Alan Greenberger, who is right there. And so tomorrow morning at City Hall, I'll be announcing who will run the seed fund and the first round of Call for Ideas recipients, together with an announcement of a new partnership between PIDC and the Science Center on entrepreneurship. So you might want to be there for that. This work was very, very, very much informed by the World Class Initiative. Supporting innovation and entrepreneurialism is a key to the future of our city. In my administration, we embrace that. In fact, I will not be able to stay for all of tonight's events because I'm going to pop over to McCormick & Schmitz where the Startup Core Pitch Night is tonight. Some high school students are going to be pitching their business ideas. These are teenagers, some of whom are possibly from some pretty tough backgrounds, but they're also focused on their own futures. And as adults, we need to do everything we can to help them get on the right path and on the right trail, and if they want to be entrepreneurs, then use those talents and skills in the proper manner. Coming together as a region is really the only way that we're going to have the kind of collective impact that we want and that we need, and to then move those outcomes into important areas of education, business growth, and infrastructure priorities. This point really stands out for me, and it plays out on a regular basis now. I was on one of the first leadership exchanges that the Economy League did back in 2005. I was then a member of Philadelphia City Council, and it was out there that I learned about Mayor Daley's work with regard to how he interacts with local elected officials, mostly mayors, in an area about the same size as our southeastern Pennsylvania. And I said to myself back then that should I ever be fortunate enough to be mayor of Philadelphia, it's the kind of organization I'd like to have right here. Of course, now we have the Metropolitan Caucus, Philadelphia, Bucks, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery counties, all the county commissioners and county council members in Delco working together on a variety of issues across political boundary lines, across party affiliations, all with an effort and a mindset to get stuff done in our region, that we're not competitors against each other anymore, that we function as a region and utilize our collective political and business and civic strengths, the amenities of our various areas, and pitch the region to the rest of the country and the world. That's what makes us strong, the diversity of our economy, the diversity of our people, the great strengths that we have, and our ability to come together as southeastern Pennsylvania, representing 40% of the economy of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The time has come for us to work in closer partnership, and efforts like tonight symbolize our ability to do that. Thanks a lot.